Welcome to my channel, and this is Enjoy with Kitten Story. The story name is The Lost City. Adam was a young adventurer living in an ordinary city where routine ruled his life. He was always searching for something different, something that would reignite his passion for life. One day, while browsing the internet, he stumbled upon an old article about the Lost City, an ancient legend that told of a hidden city filled with treasures and mysterious knowledge. However, no one had been able to find it for centuries. The article mentioned a mysterious man named Sheikh Saleh, who was rumored to be the last person with a map leading to this city. The article also said that Sheikh Saleh lived deep in the desert. In that moment, Adam decided to embark on a journey to find this city, seeing it as his once-in-a-lifetime chance to escape routine and live a true adventure. Adam began his journey by gathering as much information as he could about the Lost City and Sheikh Saleh. It was like piecing together a giant puzzle. He heard stories of old tribes who claimed to know about the city and of ancient warriors who spent their lives searching for it to no avail. Despite the odds, Adam assembled a small team of adventurers and explorers who, like him, were seeking excitement and the unknown. After weeks of preparation, the journey began. They crossed barren deserts, climbed towering mountains, and faced powerful sandstorms. The more difficult it became, the more their passion grew. They were on the brink of giving up when they found their first tangible clue, a mysterious drawing etched into a remote cave that pointed them in the right direction. Following the clue, the team arrived at a small oasis in the heart of the desert. There, they found an old man living in a simple hut. It was Sheikh Saleh. He told them stories of his adventures and of the lost city, but warned them, "The city is not what you think. It is filled with secrets, some of which should never be uncovered." Despite the warning, Adam and his team were determined to continue. Sheikh Saleh gave them a cryptic map full of strange symbols and drawings. With the help of his companions, Adam managed to decode some of the symbols, and after days of relentless searching, they finally reached their destination. At the specified location, they discovered the entrance to the lost city, hidden behind a massive waterfall. As the team entered the city, they found themselves in an entirely different world, streets paved with gold, ancient buildings adorned with rare gems. But something felt off. The deeper they went into the city, the more they sensed an eerie force surrounding them. The city was not empty as they had imagined. It was inhabited by ancient spirits guarding its secrets. In the heart of the city, they found a massive library filled with ancient scrolls discussing lost sciences and the mysteries of the universe. But there was a catch. No one could leave the city alive if they took any of its treasures. Faced with this condition, the team began to struggle internally. Some wanted to take the risk and seize the treasures, no matter the cost, while others preferred to return safely. But before they could make a decision, the city began to change around them. The buildings started to crumble, and the spirits became more hostile. Adam, the leader and first adventurer, was forced to make a quick decision. He chose to leave peacefully without taking anything, but he took with him a great lesson from the city. Not every treasure is worth the risk, and some secrets are best left undiscovered. In the end, the team returned to the real world, but they were no longer the same. Their lives were forever changed by the journey. As for the lost city, it vanished once again into the sands of time, waiting for the next adventurer to find it. The name of this story is Adventure on the Island of Secrets. Zama was a young man who loved traveling and exploration. Ever since he was a child, he had heard stories about a mysterious island called the Island of Secrets. Legend said that anyone who entered the island would never return, and that a valuable treasure was hidden in its heart, but reaching it was fraught with danger and riddles. For years, Sama dreamed of this island, until one day he decided to take the plunge. He prepared well for his journey, gathering all the tools he might need for such a dangerous adventure. He took his small boat and set off toward the island, ready to face any challenge that awaited him. As he neared the island, he noticed that the fog grew thicker around him, and the sound of crashing waves was deafening. The island was surrounded by steep cliffs and black rocks, as if they were guarding it to keep strangers away. But, with his courage, Samar managed to find a narrow passage that led him to the shore. As soon as he set foot on the island, he felt as if he had entered another world. The trees were enormous and dense, their branches stretching out as if hiding something behind them. Samar began to move slowly through the forest, where strange sounds surrounded him from all directions. He heard mysterious whispers, as if the very ground was speaking to him. While he was exploring, Samar found an old map carefully placed inside a small box under a giant tree. The map pointed to a location in the center of the island, with warnings written along its edges in an ancient language. Do not follow the path unless you are ready to face the truth. Samar decided to press on, knowing there was no turning back. Following the path indicated on the map, Samar encountered many puzzles along the way. He had to open sealed stone doors and decipher complex symbols carved into rocks, as if the island itself was testing his intelligence and determination. Each time he solved a riddle, he felt he was getting closer to the treasure. After 2 days of relentless searching, Samar arrived at a massive cave in the heart of the island. The cave was lit by a mysterious glow coming from blue crystals shimmering in the darkness. Samar's heart trembled, but his curiosity pushed him to enter. At the end of the cave, he found a small room with an old wooden chest covered in a layer of dust. But before he could open the chest, he heard a voice behind him. He turned to see an elderly man dressed in old clothes, as if he had stepped out of a fairy tale. The man spoke calmly. "If you open it, your life will never be the same." Samar hesitated for a moment, but he realized that this was the moment he had waited for his entire life. He carefully opened the chest and found inside it a collection of old books and manuscripts containing secrets and knowledge lost for centuries. There was also another map pointing to other places around the world where similar treasures were hidden. But the old man did not move, only smiled. Samar left the cave, taking one of the manuscripts with him, and decided not to touch the greater treasure. He understood that the true treasure was in the knowledge he had gained, and that some secrets should remain hidden from the world. Samar returned to his boat and left the island behind, carrying with him the lessons he had learned. He did not share the details of his adventure with anyone, but he knew that one day he would return to follow the new map, and that his journey was far from over. It was just the beginning of greater adventures.